News 8 at Sunrise in high definition continues.
Welcome back. CPA Matt Bryant is back with us this morning. Matt, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
All right, so the summertime is here. This morning we're talking about money tips for children. A lot of teens will be cutting grass or maybe babysitting. Any advice about how to save some of that money?
Well, I think a great first step is to set up 2 bank accounts. One can be used for casual spending with the other used for savings. It's a lot harder for someone to take money out of a separate account for savings.
Okay, interesting concept there. How do you determine what you're going to put into each account?
Well, some good ways to do it is to take a look at items you may want to purchase, whether it's a large item or set aside money for the school year. Then you can kind of make a budget and estimate how much you should save each week.
What about a process for saving for a big item like you mentioned there? You know,
well, a great step is to determine how much it costs, how much you can afford to save per week, and then set a goal saying it's going to take me about 10 weeks to do it. And when you can accomplish that task and get something that you've worked hard for, it can really pay off.
What about the notion of putting money away during the summertime as opposed to during the school year when you may not be able to work quite as much?
That's a great point. You might not be able to work as much during the school year with other activities and sports. So putting aside money during the summer can help supplement, and you can draw from that savings account during the school year.
Do you have some advice about how much a child should save? In terms, say they make $100, what percentage of that should they save?
Well, a great step is to kind of estimate how much you want for the year. If you know you're going to want to have $20 spending money each week, that's about 40 weeks of your school year, so you need to set that aside from your paychecks over the summer.
Okay. What about ways to save money for, say, fun activities?
Well, with the warm weather, there's a lot of great free and low-cost options in the area. Children should be encouraged to try and find those activities so they can see you can have a great time without always spending a lot of money.
Here's something that might be worth considering. What about the notion of credit for children?
I think credit's a bad idea for children. It's really good practice to learn to spend what you have, spend what you've made, as opposed to getting a situation where you need to pay back something that may not have future benefit to you.
Kind of a slippery slope there.
It can be.
What about income taxes? You know, what's the threshold in terms of that, in terms of what a child may earn?
Usually a child doesn't have to file a return until they make $6,200 for the year. But if there are any withholdings from their paycheck, they need to file a tax return to get a refund.
That's a lot of babysitting or a lot of lawn cutting.
It is.
Last words of advice for our young viewers.
It's a great step to get good financial habits at a young age. It can really lead to financial success in later life.
I like the sounds of it. Matt, thank you. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
If you'd like to check this out again, we'll be sharing it on our website. Just head to rochesterhomepage.net.